Welcome, everybody. I can never be sure when I've started streaming or not, so... Switch source to the monitor, change the volume, because we're definitely not going to want this on, like, 25 when I'm streaming. Welcome to another Escape Route stream. This is a sponsored stream, an opportunity provided to me by Keymailer. This is QUByte's Beat 'em Up Archives. It was released in June. I requested a key in June. QUByte recently released the Vizco Arcade Collection, which I also requested a key for. When I requested a key for the Vizco Arcade Collection, they provided me a key for that, and then must have seen my previous request for the Beat 'em Up Archives and provided me with a key for that as well. So, is the chat not showing up in the... Yeah, the chat's not showing up again. I love this error. It's wonderful. Refresh cache of current page. This is great. I love when this when you can't see the chat on the left hand side of the screen. That's special, so special. Gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me. Okay. Still not showing, which I mean is great. Browser. Properties. If I go local file and then break this, and then go back to a YouTube URL and click OK. There we go. Right, okay. Yeah. Right. So to give you a bit of context, the two games in this collection are Legend and Iron Commando. Both of these were previously available on Steam, published by Pico. And that's why, as far as I understand, there is no QUByte Beat 'em Up collection on Steam, is because Legend and Iron Commando are still available separately on Steam. So we've got some options here, some very basic options. Smooth and sharp CRT. XBR, I assume that's like one of those fancy upscaling modes that you find on classic emulators. Normal, fit, and stretch. Stretch, of course, being something you should never use, but a lot of people do play their retro games in stretch. So we'll fire up Iron Commando, which I have actually played before on stream a very long time ago. And we'll check out the different video options while we're here. So this is what the standard video option looks like. So this is smooth and screen mode normal. If we go fit, alright, fit stretches it to the full size of the screen and then gives you black borders on either side. And a sharp, oh, that's filter, sorry. Stretch. Stretch is the one you should never use. What stretch does is it smears the image to all the corners of the screen, giving you, well, whatever this is. Certainly, anybody who likes retro games should never. Only villains go for this. So what I believe you should do, personally, is play with sharp and fit. Unless you are capturing footage for like a YouTube video, or you need to have perfect integer scaling, then go for sharp normal, which will render it with perfect scaling. Both of those are fine. Both of those are acceptable. Now I want to see what these other filters are like. So sharp, CRT. Most of the time it's really hard to do... Oh my god, yeah. It's really hard to do a CRT filter right. This is not a CRT filter done right. All you need for a CRT filter is to bend the image ever so slightly and put some low-level scan lines on. That's all you need. Anything more is extreme. And XBR, we're only going to really notice an upscaler if we use a full-size screen mode. So I'm going to go to the full-size screen mode. Yeah, so this is where they smooth the pixels off. I'm sure if you've used like classic 16-bit emulators in the past, you've seen this kind of smoothing. I'm not a fan of this kind of smoothing. It works for like very stylized games. It works for, but not for these. So I'm going to go ahead and use Sharp and Fit. Welcome, Acid. How's it going? I'm going to use Sharp and Fit, and I'm pretty much ready to go. So I have played this game before, on the stream, a very long time ago. I picked it up in a Steam summer sale some time back. Choose my character. I can have guy with shotgun that's slightly cut off on the sides, or I can have Shaolin monk guy. Well, I guess it's picked for me. I'm having Shaolin monk guy. 21 Moorgate Street. Now that, yeah, I remember this. So this, yeah, this button mapping. Let's see if I can do something about that, because these buttons aren't quite how I want them. They're mapped to attack on. Was it attack on B? No, jump on B, attack on A. I think is how this is set up. Attack on A and jump on X. Yeah. No. So let's remap that. Thankfully, there is an option for that. So I'm gonna have attack on X, jump on A, pick up item on B, grenade on Y. Now my attack is on the X button. That feels immediately... just immediately better. It makes me wonder if the people who did the button mapping have played an arcade game before. And I mean that in the nicest way, because I can't imagine any other reason why the buttons wouldn't be mapped the way I've mapped them. So I have played this before. I remember commenting on liking the art style of it. It has a very almost sort of European sort of Amiga vibe to it. Reminds me a lot of like Amiga beat-em-ups. In the absolute nicest way I can say this, I get a Teartex feel from it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But I get like a Teartex feel from this. Like it was made for home computers in the 80s. Ooh, I got an achievement. It's forever on my gamertag now. Good to do some exercise. Sure is. Truck. That didn't do any damage to the truck. Like, that does 1 point of damage to the truck. So the emulation on this seems okay. It feels like there's a little bit of input lag between my button presses and the actions on screen. But I can't remember if the original Iron Commando had that kind of lag to begin with, because I remember it being a bit weighty. You know, you have to commit to actions, and then once you throw a punch, once you throw a kick, you have to wait for that to happen. You remember it being kind of slow. Yeah, I remember it being sort of weighty. So I'm not sure if the input lag I feel like I'm experiencing is due to the game or not. It could well be due to the game itself. When I play games like this, it reminds me of 64th Street. 64th Street is like getting achievements for all sorts of things. 64th Street is like my go-to arcade beat-em-up. When people say, what's your favorite arcade beat-em-up? I say 64th Street. Either people know exactly what game I'm talking about, or they say, "Oh, do you mean Final Fight?" No, I mean 64th Street. 64th Street has you playing as two detectives, and you read about a crime in a newspaper, and then you go out and solve the crime. Like, it's not like somebody comes to your detective agency and asks for help. No, you just decide you're going to go out and solve that crime. Oh, so they put 64th Street on modern consoles, but only the Japanese version. That sounds about right. You know, finally put a game out and then just put out the worst version of it imaginable, you know? See that a lot. So I will mention it while I'm here. The QUByte Vasco collection. Visco collection. The one that I've been playing on Steam. Collection of, I think it's 6 or even 8 arcade games across the 1990s to the year 2000. They are, they're something. They're very difficult games. Wow, I really love having like the entirety of the screen obscured by stuff in the foreground, so I can't see what the hell I'm doing. That's great. So is there continues in this? Where would I continue from? Push start to continue. Okay. Let me guess, it's going to put me back at the start of the level. Yeah. That's great. We might not get past level 1. It almost has like a Streets of Rage feel to it in a sense that you've got like the grenade attack that drops shit from the sky. I had a feel that the gun weapons were going to be achievements for this guy, because the melee weapons were achievements for the other guy. Yeah, I never professed to be good at beat-em-ups. It is really satisfying to just wail on a bunch of guys, though. Make of that what you will. That statement was said. It's now on the internet, where everybody can hear it, and it's up to you to decide what it means. Yeah, so picking up guns with this guy and picking up melee weapons with the other guy. I wonder if that indicates that he's got like more firepower with weapons, and the other guy has more firepower with melee weapons. Maybe he does more damage with guns. No, there doesn't seem to be much of a difference. This one's known to be pretty hard. So am I. Wait, no, I made that joke yesterday during Dora the Explorer. I can't keep making that joke. Everyone knows I'm flaccid as fuck. He's got the pistol. That's also an achievement. I should really make use of my special more when I get surrounded. Seems pretty good. Really need to run, though. I'm double tapping, expecting like a run, and there isn't one. There's another grenade there, so I'm going to use one. Didn't pick up in time. Oh wait, no, I think it did. All right. Feel like I've got more lives here than I did last time. Leave me alone. I expect I've got a desperation attack, but I wouldn't want to use it because desperation attacks in most beat-em-ups use your health. And I expect it's much the same here. We'll try it. We'll see if we've got a desperation attack. Ah, the desperation attack doesn't seem to take health off me. That's interesting. In, like, any other beat-em-up, the desperation attack, you know, jump and attack together, takes health off you, but not here. That's fascinating. Might have found my tactic for progressing. This is so cheap. And so's this game as well. $10 for this and Legend. Oh, how's that for upselling? I think at the moment on Switch, it's like... There's currently like a deal on it. I can't remember what it was. $7 maybe? If I can get past this first level, we can actually see more of the game, that'll be great. And its next question is this save scummable? Because most modern game re-releases nowadays have built-in save states or rewind. The Visco collection, which I've been playing recently, does allow you to save scum. It has save states, and they don't take 20 years to load, which, you know, is better than, say, Digital Eclipse's early output. Hey! I did a level! Without getting a game over. No, like, level boss or anything? Just level ends and that's it. There's no point in me saving a state. Well, we can see if it works. 5 states. A lot of sort of unnecessary animation on the menus. Like, oh, the boxes show up. Oh, they disappear. I mean, I don't speak for other gamers, but I like it when menus are punchy, and I'm allowed to get right into the action. I like menus that are instant. You press a button, and it's go. Riffle. I just noticed that the shotgun is called a riffle. Not even a rifle, but a riffle. That's funny. I like menus that are snappy. These running guys are a pain. Trying to figure out how far that jump attack can take me. Like, in terms of progressing through the game. I'm not expecting to beat this level on this life. That is preposterous. Yeah, this seems to be good for everything except the dogs. The game does warn me every minute, you're taking too long. There we go. So it looks like I've got infinite continues, which is nice. I'm going to save in slot 1. I want to see how quick it is loading a state, and how quickly that's reflected. So, press load. Loading slot. And we're in. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. To give you an example of it done poorly, the Sonic the Hedgehog release for Xbox Live Arcade. Admittedly, that was 2006, but, you know. If you kept saving and loading in quick succession, it's almost like it put in a punishment timer just to fuck with you. Because I've had to wait upwards of 20 seconds for a state to load. Not just in that as well, but in, in Sonic 2 and Gunstar Heroes and any of the others that were running on that same Digital Eclipse emulator. They definitely got better over time. I am actually going to load here. These slow menus make it harder for you to save scum through this. Looks like you have to destroy the canister. Looks like the canister counts as an enemy, which is funny. So you have to destroy both canisters before the dogs will show up. Why are the dogs carrying weapons, though? Just notice their name's Rex. Right, these were the running guys, and they were really annoying. There are running enemies like that in Final Fight, in Streets of Rage. But this one, they just feel like they're... In Streets of Rage, for example, the running guys, you kind of get a feel for, yeah, those guys could probably run into you. Based on the fact that they're giant lard lads, right? They're chunky. These guys, they've just got muscles. You wouldn't expect them to run with muscles, you know? You expect them to stand there and jab you. I mean, they do stand there and jab, but they also run at you. They're more dog-like than the dogs. Well, I do want to give this game the good old college try. Get as far as I can before I decide that it's a lost cause. Especially when there's infinite credits. I really should try and respect that. I mean, this isn't terrible. You can tell it's like a... In the sense that a B movie would play before an A movie at the cinema, you know, like a smaller thing that perhaps doesn't have the same budget and, you know, manpower and hours. This is a similar concept. This is like a B game, and I don't mean it's on Xbox 360, you play as a B and you drive a car, and your name is Barry B. Benson. I mean, this is definitely a game that was made by a smaller team, sort of on a smaller budget. And for that, I can't necessarily criticize that it's rough and it feels a bit, you know, like it could do with being bezeled around the edges, you know. That's to be expected. This is the kind of game that you would find in the supermarket for sale, but it wouldn't have the Nintendo seal of quality on it, and that's fine. You know, what would the GBC be without Karate Joe? And what would the PS2 be without a GBC ROM of Karate Joe taking up the entirety of a DVD disc space? I mean, come on. A world without Karate Joe? That's a world I don't want to live in. There's a place for these budget titles. And so long as they're priced that way now, when they're re-released, it's fine. And this is a collection of 2 beat-em games for a fair price, and I'm sure that, you know, they'll go down a little more on sale. I would say keep your eye on the Steam releases of Legend and Iron Commando, because they go down to $1 pretty often. And in those releases, you can open the game files and pull out the .bin file and just run that in your Super Nintendo emulator of choice. So you don't have to use, you know, the built-in emulator in those Steam releases. And that's how I played through this when I picked it up on Steam, was I loaded the ROM into SNES 9X and just played it. On my preferred emulator. I mean, this is fine for if, like, you want to play 2, you know, low-budget Super Nintendo games. You want achievements, local co-op. It's serviceable. And this is on Switch and PS4 and PS5 as well. Yeah, the Steam versions, as you say, don't have trophies. The Steam versions are just an emulator and a ROM packaged together. I am not going to continue. Let's see what Legion's like. And other things I want to check is, do my settings persist between games? I.e. my button mapping? Legend. This must be built on the same engine. Because the title screen was exactly the same. Beginning of the quest. Cross the forest and find the old wizard. See the old wizard. It's like a prog rock lyric. Wow, this one's slower. This one's even slower and even weightier. Yeah, so my pickup button is, yeah. So let's have a look at this. It seems to use a different button. Yeah, it uses a different button mapping. And we've got blocking. Okay, so... no. Magic, jump. Special move. If that's the pick-up button, I'm going to put that on B. You hit pause by accident! Oh. Oh, Johnny. Yeah, so now B picks stuff up. That feels more natural to me. So having magic in pots that I can use is very Golden Axe. But I'm getting, oh, there's a side-scrolling sword game that fucking John Burton worked on that this reminds me of. That was a side-scrolling platformer, not a beat-em-up, but it reminds me of a game that John Burton worked on. I want to say that had a name like Legend as well. Oh, so the developers of this game made a PS1 sequel. It was sort of like a reboot. Well, it's their IP. Nobody else is out there clamoring to make Legend games. So yeah, I've got a block. That's interesting. So yeah, you only block from one side. Which, I don't know, makes it kind of useless. New Double Dragon game. Yeah, I know the one. I applied for a key for it and didn't get a key. You know, if I don't have the money to buy, like, major releases, I certainly don't have the money to buy Double Dragon. So, I won't be playing it. It's that simple. I got RoboCop today because I could justify it. I had £20 in Steam credit, so it knocked the game down to 30 quid. Oh, he can defeat my block. Okay. So the block is useless. Got a mash attack then, I hope. Yeah, I'll install RoboCop before I go to bed tonight, because I expect it will be like, download 90 gigabyte update. Wait. Hold on. Let me read that right. Devs made a horror game beat-em-up. They replaced the Terminator boss with Jim Sterling for some reason. A real talk? I want to beat 10 levels of shit out of that person. So, an opportunity to do so in a video game sounds like a good time. Which game is that? Oh, I get a life 0. Okay. Yeah, so the RoboCop game is set between RoboCop 2 and RoboCop 3. And buying the game physically... Oh, wait, no, this isn't RoboCop. This is Road Rage. It's RoboCop. Buying the game physically... means that I should have received the blue Robocop 2 suit. I believe it will be either inside this box or Game will have emailed me a code for the Robocop 2 suit, which is very cool, and I will be equipping it right away. Because that's a kick-ass suit. I do like the Robocop 2 suit, the blue one. Oh, that's my desperation attack. Okay. So why is my desperation attack? Game over. So, if I press start to continue, do I start where the zombies were? No. I start at the very beginning. That's a yikes for me, dog. I suppose for people who like a challenge, this would be right up their street. You know, arcade beat-em-ups typically don't start you at the start of the stage. I'm sure there's examples of arcade beat-em-ups that do. Like, generally speaking, they start you where you die, or very close to where you die. Sometimes they do and don't, depending on the dip switch setting. No, it used magic instead of picking up the item. We gotta rewind. This is where on Nintendo Switch Online you get a rewind. Why does the pick up button have to be the same as the use magic button? It's not. The attack button will pick up. Well, I'm one to be a stupid bitch. Or it looks like the picking up is even done automatically. I'll test this theory. Yeah, picking up's done automatically, so I don't need to press a button. Right. That magic use was on me. That was my mistake. So yeah, you pick up magic automatically. Streets of Red Devil's Dare Deluxe is the name of the game. Alright. Is that the horror one, yeah? I'll keep an eye out for that one. Okay, so there has to be a trick with this guy. Because when he does the kick, I can't block that. Like, maybe the trick is just to spawn in and just fucking wail on him. Desperation attack does barely anything to him. It looks like to do a magic attack, I have to have 2 pots of magic. I can't do a magic attack with 1 pot. This is like a... How would I describe this? I get the same vibe as, like, the water margin beat 'em up, you know. Ji Fung Cheng Hui, whatever it is. That Genesis Mega Drive beat 'em up based on water margin. And the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Like, I get that vibe from this, but this is weightier. And again, much like Iron Commando, you really have to commit to an action. Like, speaking of Capcom and committing to an action, very Ghouls and Ghosts in that regard. Because Ghouls and Ghosts, you know, might feel heavy and cumbersome to some folks. But that's because it's very committal. Yeah, you have to commit to an action when you perform it. Better do some... It didn't do too bad damage. Why can the enemy recover its health when it grabs me? Why is that a feature? I'm hitting it, but it's not losing any health. Please tell me the level's over. Evil Tree. Defeated the Evil Tree in Legend. That did feel like it was worthy of an achievement, so thank you for giving me some gamer score there. It's very gratifying. Oh, here he is. Thank you for your help. But now it is time for me to give you a present. Take this very old map. It will be helpful on your quest. I was not expecting that. A photo sensitivity warning. Pick up the gold coins quickly. I'm in mud. How can I pick up the gold coins quickly? Whoa! Mode 7? Even the map screen is very Golden Axe. Am I selecting my area? Do I press when he's tapping on something? Oh no. The animation just plays until you press a button. Reach the city and find the well-known Joe's Inn. Reach the city and find the well-known... Should be a hyphen there. Joe's Inn. Okay. Joe's in what? Joe's in custody. I'm sure there's some massive Legend fan out there that's like, yes, I can finally play this on my Xbox with achievements. I mean, the emulation's fine. If I can just take a moment to say QUByte seemed to care about the quality of the emulation in their releases. True for the Visco collection as well. This is the first level with a different color palette. Hey, Spoonbill, how's it going? This is an old unlicensed game called Legend. Developed in the 90s for the Super Nintendo. This port is from June this year. I requested a key back then. Didn't hear anything. Assumed that it was a rejection. But recently QUByte released another collection, the Visco collection, on Steam. And they must have seen that my previous request from June and approved it. You've been playing a lot of My Hero Academia Ultra Rumble. Well, at least someone is. I don't think even the devs are playing it at the moment. Certainly not working on it. I'm glad somebody's, getting something out of it, because that was a game that just dropped and it was disappointing to me, and it continued to disappoint. The whole way the monetization was handled. After character unlocks were just, use a character ticket during the open beta, and now it's like, oh, you can only unlock characters after getting a certain amount of XP, and you have to buy the pass, or you have to win, 600 matches, and... I don't know, I don't have time for another time sink like that in my life. I already play Fortnite. I'm already going to hell. I go to hell every day when I open up Fortnite, and I do my dailies. Fortnite's punishing me, in creative now. I barely get any XP at all. It gives me XP for, 10 minutes, and then it stops giving me XP. Is this the well-known Joe's Inn? Oh, achievement unlocked. Legend low score. Here I am trying to survive, and the game is insulting me by telling me I got a low score. Bruh. This game really needs a run. A run or a dodge roll. Something for double tapping a direction. And I'm gonna regret saying it, but this level seems much easier than the first one. There needs to be a way to, run to collect this, off the ground. You had an not unlicensed, this was an official game. It was? This actually got an official release? Who the fuck published it? That's fascinating. I always assumed this was unlicensed because it had that... No offense. Stink. that unlicensed, like, Musk. As opposed to unlicensed Musk, I don't mean Elon Tusk from Rick and Morty. I mean, like, it has a stink. Want to jump up and throw some grenades down. But that's an Iron Commando thing. I'll be really gutted when I lose a life on this level, because then I'll have to restart it from the beginning. And it feels like I've gotten very far in this stage. It's alright, if I get to a boss, I'll just mash my my magic. Got 6 pots. I mean, having a healing spell would be nice. Meat. Give me some meat. Drop meat. One up. Oh, they know exactly what they're doing. Right before the boss came in. I can win this. I can win this. Menus feel sticky. Sony Image Saw. Imagine going from, like, publishing Mickey Mania to publishing this. Uh-oh! Dun 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 dun. Yeah, okay. So I can explain why these menus feel sticky, right? I'm hovering option number 3, and it jumps me back to option number 1. You see that? You know, it could just open the menu and put you on option number 1 straight away, but I'm highlighting 3, and it jumps to 1. That's not very good. That is not very good. Clearly, it remembers what menu option I was on, so why does it then choose to reset it? No, that wouldn't happen if your menus weren't, like, animated to be all smooth. It's the fault of those smooth menus. I knew there was something about them, about that menu, that made me uncomfortable. Comes back to option number 1. That's so weird. There we go. I did that legitimately. No save states. Seriously, why? Why does it need to flash like that? Time to use your keys to open chests. What's that magic bolt? Great, now I've got an extra life. I did wonder what the keys were for. Stage 3, the Black Temple. Go to the Black Temple and destroy the evil wizard. Destroy that evil wizard! Slice through his neck. Oh, he's gasping for air. What's with its animations? When you kill them, they're just flip-flopping between two sprites. It's beautiful. Oh, it's... Oh, that was glorious. Why was that happening? Do the flip-floppy thing. Yeah! Does it happen when I beat them up and they're facing left? There's no way that's intentional, right? That's got to be a bug. Got to be a bugoo, right? I like this one more. I like this one more. Maybe it is because it's easier? Maybe I also just appreciate the fantasy theming. Doesn't have a great deal of enemy variety, but... Ah, these are new. New cloak figures. And the screen now gets dark because I'm in a dark room and like the light is flickering ever so slightly. Again, photosensitivity warning, but this game doesn't seem to be worried about that. To be fair, it's got to be from an era before Electric Soldier Polygon. You know, things changed after that. Deno Senshi Polygon. I don't feel like enemies are meant to drop this many keys. Because when it came to the key minigame, I had like 12 keys. I had more keys than I knew what to do with. Oh, check it out! It is Golden Axe! Look at him! The skeleton knights coming out of the ground! Oh, Golden Axe! I miss Golden Axe. Sega should revive Golden Axe. No, it's bad enough Sega Australia were reviving Golden Axe, and then Sega said, no, cancel it. Close the studio. 2 lives! Okay. Liking this. Lots of 80s and 90s anime full of, like, medieval fantasy. Yeah. I blame Berserk. I mean, it wasn't just Berserk. It was probably Dragon Pink's fault as well. Oh, pointless strobe flashing. Right, okay. I don't think Dragon Pink had a lot of pointless strobe flashing. Well, yeah, flashing lights are cool, and they get the child's attention, and the child goes, Mummy, I want the Buzz Lightyear toy because it flashes, and it... And then you have the most in-demand toy, Christmas season. Beep, beep, beep. Flash, flash, flash. You don't want to be in the way when my laser goes off. Oh, so this is the medium score. So 30k will be the high score. Huh? Okay. These wizards are really annoying. They're not wizards, they're just throwing grenades! What a jumping dude. Meat. I swear that magic is straight out of Golden Axe as well. That specific magic attack. Maybe out of Death Adder? Revenge of Death Adder? Has it got to be on the ground for that attack to do damage? Why is my magic not hurting him? My magic's not doing anything to him! What a prick! Maybe because he's wizard and, like, you know, he has, like, some, like, magic immunity or something, but... Can we just admit that it's bullshit? And now I can't attack him while he's got a gargoyle in play? What is this? Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1? While my gargoyle is active, you cannot deal damage to me. Like, the game is showing, like, 6 hit sprites when I attack him in the air, right? So I'm obviously hitting him. The game's just deciding that none of those 6 hits should count. Ah, that. Evil Wizard. Only 8% of players have defeated the Evil Wizard. This kind of reminds me of Tea Time from Cotton. Woo! Looks like 2 more levels. Go to the old mill and destroy the evil guardian. Evil, evil, evil. It's always evil, evil, evil. What if I'm the evil one? You know, everything's done in the name of good. Even when you're evil, everything's done in the name of good. Ooh, the Cotton games are on sale. I would highly recommend, you know, picking up Cotton titles. They're always good. They're always a good time. Trouble Witches on Steam as well has a Cotton DLC that, you know, for a while was the only new Cotton game that we had ever had. So I'm glad that that crossover happened. Very excited for Panorama Cotton getting re-released next year. This is a level we've played before. They've just changed the palette of it again. It's the same bridge and the same background and the same water. Oh, the enemies here are tougher. I think I'm gonna game over again. The game knows it as well. It spawned more crows. One of these guys could drop, like, bread, or... magic's good, I suppose. If I knew my magic wasn't going to work in Wizard, I wouldn't have used it all up. Would have saved before the Wizard. I didn't, did I? No. Very regrettable. Is this one of those games where you can only play as the other character if you're playing with the second controller? That would mean plugging 2 Xbox controllers up if I want to see the other character. At least Iron Commando gave you the option. How many jump kicks is it going to take? Fucking hell. You should have had a stake on him. 10 jump kicks to kill one dude. 10? Game over. Streets of Rage 4 leaving out enemies on bike? That's fine by me. The bike enemies were so annoying. Have you played the mod that restores the bike levels that were cut from Bare Knuckle 3? Pretty cool. I mean, it's just a guess on how it would have played. It's, you know, we don't have code for the bike levels. It's pretty cool. Recreated by eyeballing it from magazine screenshots. Using what little leftovers were inside the ROM. Super cool. Definitely check it out if you get the chance. Oh, even speaking of Bare Knuckle 3, the whole Ash boss fight still being in the American ROM. And text in the Japanese ROM that basically reads like somebody's English lesson. Japanese person writing English phrases that they learned in high school. And lyrics to Friends by Rebecca. In which case, good taste, Mr. Programmer. It is a very good song. It might be interesting to do like a video on like weird stuff found in ROMs. I know that that's basically Guru Larry's entire shtick. In this ROM, there's a picture of a horse's penis. I bet the developer's feeling really hoarse now. What a nightmare this discovery is. Yeah. No offense to Guru Larry. But his content is all one note. It's a good note. It's like, I don't know, G, but it's still a one note. Yeah, this one's fine. Iron Commando, whatever. But this one, it's okay. It's, like, perfectly acceptable. It was a game. Alien Soldier, do you mean now is the time to X6800 Heart on Fire? I love that title screen. Such a good title screen. Now is the time to 6800 Heart on Fire. It's just... It sets the tone. I never got very far in that game, I must admit. I didn't ever master the fucking dash. Basically, the whole game is spent doing that dash. I was hoping for a 1-up. Does that mean it's time for the boss? He just jumped! Yeah, it's time for the boss. It's another flying boss, which makes me think my magic won't work on it. But let's try some anyway. Oh yeah, no, it did some damage. Speaking of games that get re-released every year, I'm surprised Limited Run Games hasn't done a Fur Fighters for, like, Nintendo Switch yet. That didn't do any damage to him. All the time he's spawning in bad guys, I can't hurt him. This guy just running on the spot. I get it. You passed the fitness ground pacer test. Good for you. Oh my god! Seriously, the enemies spawn in? Constantly? Better keep dropping meat, or bread at the very least, then. Meat. Ah. Magic pot. Well, I'll give them bonus points, you know. They've got their mythology. Got dragons now. Oh, come on. I was expecting an achievement at 60,000. I had one at... I had one at 20,000. I had one at 40,000. Where's my achievement at 60,000? Better get an achievement for killing the fucking dragon as well. Bread. I better kill him. Yeah. QUByte Dragon. Husrodar. Should have called the achievement Fusradar. Explore the Dragon Cavern and defeat the evil monster. Spectacular Sparky. I've never heard of it. Oh, more flickering in this level. Oh, we've got Ooga Boogas! Unga Bungas! Where's the caveman? What makes the Unga Bungas so, like, good at fighting? Like how they went out their way to make the faces look really stupid on these guys. Well, you know, B, maybe you wouldn't take so much damage if you... Nope. Nope, they can beat the block. They can beat the block. Body blocker. There's no way this was the same team that made the AVGN games. That was Freak Zone. They got their start making Super Mario and Star Fox fan games in the Games Factory. Oh, the people who did Spectacular Sharky. Sparky. Right. Oh my god, that fire effect is blowing down the virtual Super Nintendo. Game over. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to save a state at the start of this. Here I am with full health, a whole bunch of lives free. Basically 4 lives, 3 extra lives, and the life I'm using. If I don't beat the stage on this continue, I will stop playing for now. It would be nice to finish, you know, at least one of the games in this QUByte collection. One of the problems with streaming so late is I'm, like, always too tired to bring my A game to stuff. Like, it's a necessity. I can't really stream much before this kind of time. The eye on these cavemen. So frustrating. Oh, skeletons. Okay. Got further. These guys aren't so bad to kill. They're way more bearable. Where did the skeletons hide all this loot? Wouldn't it just fall out of their ribcage? Is this it? Oh no. Normally like those kegs appear before a boss fight. They're so out of character for how this game is, you know, the precedent this game has set so far. That bread. Get the butter, because I'm about to make toast. Oh, more Ungas. I am not dealing with Ungas right now. Skeletons, fine. Ungas, no. I want money! Money's useless, bruh! Really should give you more fucking health for a fucking pork chop. Speaking of pork chop, I see a candle on the wall. I want to break it and get items. Lame. I dyed it again. I don't have enough magic. Make these guys easier. Try to lure them to the next checkpoint. Okay. Bothers me how strong they are. And they could all drop health if they're going to be this bullshit. Yo, is that the evil creature? Okay. Am I even going to have enough health for this? Definitely have no no magic. Oh, he's a bit of a Unger himself. Maybe I can just hope I can, like, unlock him or something. Whoa! That background effect is so cool. Sakurai played this game and said, you know what? This is exactly what the Umbra clock tower stage has to look like. This is where Sakurai got the idea for the Umbra clock tower stage. Like those Western game developers. They may make the world's shittiest beat-em-ups, but they sure know how to make an object look like it's falling. Come on, universe. No, 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 don't funk with my art. Ah. Right, I'm gonna save Scum here. The last level is after this, so there's one more? This is the evil creature! How could there be one more after this? Do I have to fight the devs? Fucking walk into their development studio and behead them. That's a joke. Cave monster! 90G. Oh yeah, looks like there is more. Open it! I don't have any keys left. I don't have any context for this one. I skipped the intro and I skipped the map. I'll see it when I game over, as it'll play on the continue screen. As long as I don't have to fight any more cavemen, I think I'm good. Chicken. More chicken. Chicken. Ooh, this looks scary. I'm all set for some fun. I've got 4 magic. Still got an extra life. Yeah, the sprite work in this is, you know, charming. It's quaint. It's a lot of detail. Character expressions are particularly nice. And this package, you know, achievements tied to it, decent emulation. Menus aren't very nice. But I know from experience that QUByte have gotten better with the menus over time. The menus in the Visco collection are a lot better. You know, nothing, you know, creates difficulty quite like having the screen obscured. Stop stabbing me! Oh yeah, let's roll out every enemy type. Need the wizard on screen. Okay, great. How much more is there? So I've got to start the stage over from the beginning. Right. Please start me at the castle. Oh, so it did cut that out. Okay. That's handy. Oh, same as before. If I game over on a fresh set of lives, then I stop where I am. Because I'm giving it the best I can, and if I, can't make it through on that, then, I'm never going to make it through on that. I'm kind of dreading tomorrow. I'm going to a job agency tomorrow to get put on their books. I'm dreading that. They'll probably get me some job working for, like, Ministry of Defense or something. Block that corner of the screen. The enemies can come at me from there, and I have no idea. So glad there's these background pillars, though. The enemies can't walk around them. Just so... all beat-em-ups, either end at just the right time, or they drag on to the point where... Oh, we fought a dragon, didn't we? They drag on to the point where they're no longer fun. And this has got past the no longer fun point a while ago. Yeah, get stuck behind that pillar, moron. Let's have these enemies so they can just fucking, like, Walter White you with chemicals in the face. That seems like a really great enemy type in a beat-em-up. It's got to be serious now. All the enemies are wizards. How about you just die? How about you just do that for me, eh? You're a skeleton, you've already died once. Come easy for ya. Yeah, cover the fucking screen! That seems real smart! Green transitions seem to count as checkpoints. Yay. Yo, Matsu. Gaming. You've come right before the final boss of this game. Pretty much. Okay, they're loading me up. 4 lives. 4 magic potions. 6 magic potions. S. Oh, special. Oh, they're gonna make me fight every boss in the game one after another, aren't they? That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make me do a boss slalom. I don't have the patience for this. Because I didn't know how to injure this guy. And I still don't know how to injure this guy. He's boss number 1. Take some fucking damage! Just fucking perish, would ya? Fucking Lee and perish. Oh, if it's gonna take me 2 lives to get through boss number 1. And the block don't do anything! The block does something. As soon as I say the block doesn't do anything, the block does something. Oh, screen transitions usually mean a checkpoint. More rooms of enemies. You've got to be shitting me. What do you get out of doing this? What do you get out of doing this? You get some kind of, like, thick enjoyment? Oh, boss slalom isn't bullshit enough. Let's now make him, you know, repeat the entire level backwards. With the same enemies. Let's just flip the entire level, like, layout. Copy and paste the enemies and flip them. Beat the game twice, oh god. I'd rather kill myself. Speaking of which, game over. I did say that if I got a game over, I wasn't going to continue. Let's see where it makes us continue. No continues? Wait. This game has a limited number of continues? Whoops, my finger slipped. Anyway, thank you very much, publisher, for the opportunity. Thank you very much, QUByte, for the opportunity to play this. It appears I accidentally slipped and uninstalled the game. Very strange. I hope I hope you've seen everything you need to see in order to make a decision as to whether or not to grab the beat 'em up archives from QUByte. Keeping in mind, of course, that the 2 games on that collection are also available on Steam separately, and usually go down to about $1 each in sales. So do keep that in mind. I want the consumer to have all the knowledge, all the information required in order to make a decision. I wouldn't want to say mention either way about what I think the value of that collection might be, but if it went on sale for about $5 to $6, I would say it's worth getting it for the achievements. Or if you think you're a bad enough dude to play bad enough games like those, but I am incredibly stressed out now. I need to hope that I can somehow fall asleep through all the anger that all the unbridled rage that I am feeling right now. I could punch a hole through a wall. I'm that pissed off. But yeah, thank you very much, QUByte, for the opportunity. Oh dear. Thank you very much, keymailer, for the key. Until next time, if we live that long, take care. Bye-bye.